Hello friends, welcome back to another video on Android development. In the previous video, we have successfully fetched the data from the Firebase by using the FirebaseUi RecyclerView. So now in this video, we will set a click listener on this item of the RecyclerView to open another activity, and then we will show that data on that activity. So first we will create another activity. So right click on this package and select the activity, empty activity. Now I call it target activity, or you can type any other name. So in this activity we will add two more text view. So first we will change this constraint layout to linear layout and go to the single view, and here we have two text views. So just copy these text view and paste it here. Okay, now also we have to change the orientation into vertical. Okay, now first change the width into match parent and also match parent. Okay, now change the size into 50 dp and also change this into 60 dp. Okay, now center it. So select the gravity into center and also select the gravity into center. Okay, now this is the target activity where we will show the data after clicking on that particular item. So go to the main activity, and first we have to initialize the view. So here we will create view. So view, I type it view and initialize view is equal to item view. Okay, now this view is our particular item. So go to the main activity, and here we will set a click listener on that item. In on bind view holder we will set a click listener. So holder dot view and set on click listener, new on click listener. Okay, now there are two methods that we can use. First one is fetch the data and send to the intent, and the second method that we will use, that is get the key of that particular items and send using the intent. So first we will create the intent. I call it intent is equal to new intent, and first parameter is the context and the second parameter is the target activity. So I call it target activity dot class. Okay, now here we will pass the data. So first we have to fetch the data. So here we will get the data first. So let's say I type it int id and model dot get id, and now string name model dot get name. Okay, now call it final because we have to use another method. Okay, now we will send the data using the intent. So intent dot put extra, and first we will pass the key. So I will pass the key id and the second that is id. So here we have to add the inverted commas because I want to send the text. So intent dot put extra and again pass the id that is name, and now we will pass the data. So in my case our data is name. Okay, now finally we will start the activity and pass the intent. Okay, now when we click on this particular item we will send the data after fetching. So go to our target activity, and here we will initialize that text view. So first text view, so text view id, text view name. Okay, now initialize these. So text view id equal to find view by id dot id dot text view id, and now duplicate this line and also change this id to name, and also change it to name. Okay, now first we will get the data from intent. So string, I will call it id because we will get the id from string. So get intent dot get string extra, and here we will pass the id. Okay, now string, I call it name. So get intent dot get string extra, and here we will pass the id. Okay, now text view id dot set text and pass the id. Now text view name dot set text and pass the name. Okay, now go to the single view layout, and here we will pass background layout for recognize the item. So here we will pass the color primary. Okay, now run the application. Okay, our application running on the simulator. Now here you can see these are the separately items. So let's click on any item. Let's say I click on the first item. Now here you can see 1 2 3 and XYZ name. Okay, let's click on another item. Let's say I click on the last one. Now here you can see. Now we will learn how we can use another method. So go to our main activity, and here we will get the key of this particular item. So remove these IDs and names, and here we will call method string, I call it key, and here we will get ref, and here we will pass the position dot get key. Now in this way you can get the id of that particular item. So we will pass the key of that particular item. So here we can remove this, and also here we will pass the key. And now let's say I type id, or you can type any key. Okay, now we are going to send the key, so call it final. Okay, now in target activity we will access the key of that particular item, and we will fetch the data in target activity. So here we will create the reference, so database reference, let's say I call it ref, and here we have to initialize. Instead of creating, let's copy the reference because it should be same reference. So copy this reference and go to the target activity and paste it here. Okay, now here we will get the key, so I type it key and just change this id into key. Okay, now by using the reference dot call the method child, and here we will pass the key, and here we can type add value event listener, new value event listener. Okay, now first put a semicolon here. Now inside this add value event listener we will get the value object. Let's say I call it object. First we will get the id, so object equal to data snapshot dot child, and first we will get the id dot get value, and now we will get the string name and data snapshot dot child, and here we will get the name, so I will type it name dot get value dot toString. Okay, I call the object method because we can't get directly int value from the Firebase, so therefore I've used object. So now finally we will set these value to text view. So text view id dot set text, and here we will pass that object, and before this object we have to add the inverted commas because we have called this method set text. And now set text view name dot set text, and here we will pass name. Okay, now run the application. Okay, now our application successfully running on the simulator. Let's click on any item. Let's say select first one, and here you can see 1 2 3 and XYZ. Let's click on any other item. Here you can see. So in this way you can click on any item on the FirebaseUi RecyclerView to open another activity and show the data. So if you have any question, please ask me in the comment section. Please give me your suggestion. Please like my video, share my video. Thanks for watching.